Frank Sepe with Muscle and Fitness, and Muscle and Fitness hers. So you want to compete in fitness. I have Olympian Jaclyn Baker here to take you through what it takes to be a competitive fitness competitor.
Yes. So the fitness division is a little bit different than every other division.
Mm-hmm.
It has two components. We have the physique portion, which is posing, very similar to figure, and then that is 1/3 of our score.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a routine component, which is 2/3 of our score, and that's like a gymnastics, dance, cheerleading, really whatever you want to make it. But we have 4 requirements for that routine. So you have to do a push-up of any kind, a handstand, a push-up of any kind, a V-sit, straddle sit, a high kick, and a split. There's no handstand. Handstand's not required. I don't fumble with that. So there's 4 requirements.
Yeah.
And then we're judged on dynamics, speed, endurance, flexibility, entertainment value, all of those things that you would want to see when you're watching a performance.
So a lot of people confuse fitness with gymnastics.
Yes.
Because they'll watch a gymnastics show and like, oh, she'd be amazing in fitness.
Yeah.
But you can't dance and you have no strength to do certain moves, right? So you have to be well-rounded and everything.
Correct.
How did you develop everything that you needed to do?
So my background is in dance. I danced professionally for 10 years prior to bodybuilding. And in my dance training, I did acrobatics. So it's basically floor skills. I didn't do any beam or bars or trampoline or anything that gymnasts do. I just did floor. So I had what I would call dancer acrobatics. And then when I got into bodybuilding, I started training more of the strength skills. So handstands, push-up flies, handstand holds. So it wasn't until 2019 on the Olympia stage that I held a handstand for the first time on stage. So it's something that I learned in my 30s as far as those skills go. The other skills I have had since a very young age, but my coach and I started training more strength skills in about 2018, I would say.
That's incredible. Fitness competitors are obviously top athletes because you have to be in competitive shape and then have to go through an athletic performance.
Yes.
So, how do you, an up-and-coming person, they won't do fitness because it's too difficult. They'll do, they'll do bikini or they'll do figure or whatever they'll do because they don't want to do that, the athletic part of it because it's so difficult, and that's why the numbers haven't been as big on the amateur level.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is tough, and it is a whole other element to our division. But if you have a background in cheerleading and dance, acrobatics, even I would say some sort of martial arts or something, and you're willing to work on it, it can be a great division for you.
And you have to be creative too, to come up with these routines and stuff.
You do.
How do you come up with your routines?
So I actually have a team, and it's my coach, my choreographer, and then my sisters actually help as well. And we all kind of bounce ideas back and forth, and then I like to say when it hits, it hits. So it's kind of like someone's like, yeah, maybe, no.
What was the stupidest idea someone came up with?
Oh God, I think Pocahontas, one of my sisters said, and I was like, there's no way, no. We're always trying to find something. We wanted to do things that just weren't possible, but we try to get creative and stay true to myself and me as a person and what I really love to do on stage.
How long does it take you to recover from the Olympia? From the mental stress, from the athletic stress, physical stress?
You know what? It depends each year. This year took me a while. It hit me hard. The week after Olympia, I was like a zombie. My body's sore, your metabolism's revving, you just feel exhausted. So I would say a good week.
Okay.
And then my body starts to just kind of get back to its homeostasis and feels good, and injuries subside, and my brain's feeling healthy.
Thank God. My advice to any up-and-coming competitor, whether it's fitness, figure, bodybuilding, if I was seeking advice, I would try the top of the food chain. Olympian competitor, because that's where you want to be. I'd cut out the middleman. I would go to you because you do coaching and stuff, and I would say, okay, you are where I want to be.
Right,
So,
I feel like a lot of people, especially fitness, maybe go to a coach that's just a bodybuilding coach, and fitness is so different.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be beneficial if you were working with someone that's familiar with the fitness division and that has coached fitness athletes before and or been a fitness athlete.
Would you pull an Arnold Franco and give him the wrong advices if you
No,
got
no, absolutely not. In fact,
against you?
my past two Olympias and Arnold, I actually helped some of the women with their routines that I was competing against. So not at all. I feel like collaborating with people, iron sharpens iron, so.
Well, you're a better person.
Yeah.
You're a good Jaclyn.
Thank you.
And how do people get in touch?
Instagram is the easiest way, Jaclyn NYC, Jaclyn NYC.
Yeah, so if you want to compete, fitness, go with Jaclyn Baker or any other division. She's your men and women, right?
Definitely.
All divisions?
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thanks for Muscle Tips.